The world knows Ashanti as a Grammy-winning singer, actress, and style icon. But now she's adding a new title that no one saw coming: StepMom. Yes, you heard that right. After rekindling her romance with hip-hop superstar Nelly, Ashanti's life took a surprising turn as she found herself stepping into the role of guiding figure for Nelly's kids. And what makes this story even more fascinating is that Ashanti isn't walking into a family of strangers. Years ago, when she and Nelly first dated, she met his children when they were still very young. Back then, they may not have had much to talk about. Little kids are shy, and Ashanti was still busy carving her own space in the entertainment industry. But now, with time past, wounds healed, and life giving them a second chance, Ashanti and Nelly's kids have reconnected in a way that feels both natural and deeply emotional. This is no ordinary celebrity love story. This is a second chance at family, and trust me, the twists and revelations in this journey will leave you stunned. When news broke that Ashanti and Nelly were back together after nearly a decade apart, fans around the world cheered. Social media exploded with nostalgic clips of their early 2000s romance, the matching outfits, the red carpet appearances, and the undeniable chemistry. But beneath the excitement, there was one big question. How would Ashanti fit into Nelly's family life now that his kids were older, with their own opinions and personalities? This wasn't just about picking up where they left off. This was about entering into a whole new dynamic. One where Ashanti wasn't just Nelly's partner, but also a figure who would naturally share space with his children. And here's the twist. Instead of feeling like an outsider, Ashanti found herself reconnecting effortlessly, because the foundation had already been laid years ago. Fans who followed Ashanti's early encounters with Nelly's kids remember the innocence of those moments. She was the glamorous girlfriend visiting their father, smiling brightly, sometimes holding their hands at family outings. But now time has transformed everything. Those little kids have grown into young adults, and with maturity comes the ability to connect on a deeper level. Ashanti herself has grown too. She's no longer just the star balancing tours and movie sets. She's a woman who has been through heartbreak, healing, and self-discovery. And now, she's walking into this blended family dynamic with wisdom, patience, and love. One fan wrote on Twitter, "This is the glow-up story we didn't know we needed. Ashanti as stepmom just makes sense." And honestly, they might be right. But let's not sugarcoat things. Becoming a stepmom isn't all smooth sailing, especially when you're in the spotlight. There are challenges, awkward moments, and questions about boundaries. Insiders close to the family reveal that at first, Ashanti felt nervous about how much involvement she should have. After all, Nelly's kids already had their routines, their bonds, their way of life. Would she be welcomed? Would they see her as an intruder? Or worse, would they compare her to their biological mother? These are the very real struggles that anyone in a blended family can relate to, and Ashanti's experience proves that even celebrities aren't immune to them. But instead of shying away, Ashanti leaned into honesty and communication, choosing to talk openly with Nelly's kids about their feelings. That openness created space for trust to grow, and that's when the relationship started to blossom. The breakthrough moments weren't flashy or staged for social media. They happened quietly, backstage at shows, during dinners, and in casual conversations. Trey, Nelly's eldest son, reportedly opened up about his own dreams and goals, and Ashanti found herself giving advice not as a celebrity but as a trusted adult who genuinely cared. Chanelle, Nelly's daughter, bonded with Ashanti over music, fashion, and womanhood. The kind of conversations that only happen when two women recognize they have more in common than they thought. And even Nelly's nephew Lil Shawn, who has always been close to the rapper, found in Ashanti a source of encouragement and humor. These were the moments where Ashanti's role shifted from dad's girlfriend to something more meaningful. A stepmom figure who wasn't replacing anyone but was simply adding love to the family circle. Word on the street is that Ashanti's natural warmth is what made the transition so smooth. She's been described as the fun aunt who turned into the cool stepmom. Someone who doesn't force herself into situations but lets relationships develop naturally. And that approach has worked wonders. Instead of creating tension, Ashanti has become a unifying presence, strengthening not just her bond with the kids, but also deepening her connection with Nelly himself. For Nelly, seeing Ashanti bond with his children has been a dream come true. In interviews, he has said that Ashanti brings him joy and happiness, and now fans are beginning to see why, because that joy extends beyond just their romance. It's woven into their entire family dynamic. Of course, as with any celebrity relationship, there's controversy brewing. Some critics argue that Ashanti is stepping into a role too quickly, that her presence could complicate existing family structures. Others speculate that this could be Nelly's way of showcasing a picture-perfect family to the public, especially as rumors of reality shows swirl. But fans who have seen the genuine smiles, the candid moments, and the behind-the-scenes clips argue otherwise. You can't fake that kind of bond, one fan posted on Instagram. And maybe that's the truth. Ashanti's presence isn't about replacing anyone, it's about expanding the circle of love. And in today's world, that's something worth celebrating. What makes this story even more powerful is how relatable it is. Millions of people around the world navigate the challenges of blended families, step-parenting, and rebuilding connections. Ashanti's story shines a spotlight on those everyday struggles but adds a layer of inspiration. If she, with all her fame and pressures, can walk into stepmom life with grace, maybe others can find hope in their own journeys. And fans have noticed. TikTok has been flooded with clips of Ashanti interacting with Nelly's kids, with captions like "Stepmom Goals" and "She fits right in." The public isn't just watching their romance. They're watching the making of a new kind of family, one that's redefining what love looks like in 2025. And yet, there's still a sense of mystery. Where does this journey go next? Will Ashanti and Nelly expand their family further? Will their kids play bigger roles in their public life? Could a joint project or family-centered show be on the horizon? Fans are buzzing with speculation, and every new post from Ashanti or Nelly only fuels the fire. What's clear, though, is that Ashanti has stepped into a role she never expected. And she's thriving. The little girl from Glen Cove, New York, who once dreamed of singing on big stages, is now living a love story that extends far beyond her music. She's living proof that sometimes the most surprising roles, the ones you never saw coming, are the ones that fit the best. So, as the headlines continue to swirl and the internet debates every photo, one truth remains. Ashanti's transition to stepmom life isn't just surprising, it's inspiring. She didn't plan for this chapter, but she's embracing it with love, laughter, and patience. And in doing so, she's not only redefining her relationship with Nelly, but also building new bonds with the people who matter most to him. It's the kind of story that feels bigger than celebrity gossip. It's a reminder that second chances aren't just for couples. They're for families, too. So, what do you think? Is Ashanti becoming the ultimate stepmom icon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe because this love story is only getting started. And you won't want to miss what happens next.